Hi babes. So, I know on my social media that I said I was going to do a YouTube video. And I did film it. I actually did film it, and like, I know I put part of like what I was doing on my Instagram, and I was going to do that, but something happened today, and I decided instead of posting that, I was going to talk about what I just learned today, because I feel like it's been long overdue that I wanted to do this, because, you know, sometimes people just need to hear other people going through it to be able to relate and think, you know, there's always someone else out there that has a similar story to them. But today, my dad told me he was in the hospital, right? And I was like, oh, okay, like, what's wrong? He was like, part of my body's dead. And I'm like, what? Like, what? You're telling me, like, you're telling me part of you is dead? And I was like, yeah, the right side of my body is dead. And I'm like, huh? Like, that's a big thing for me. It's a shocker for me, because I'm like, what's going on with you? And it just hit me hard, really hard. And the reason why is because I love my dad a lot. And my dad's a huge part of my life, because my parents are separated, yes, but I still equally love my parents. I have great memories of, like, being with my dad and all. So when I hear he's in the hospital, it does make me a little sad. And sometimes I tear up. But this time I'm like, it really hit home. And I called him a couple minutes ago, and I was like, okay, his speech is like really slurred. He doesn't like, he can talk and he's like understanding things, but it's like really hard for him to talk. So he was like, you know, and I was trying to ask, like, hey, like, what's going on? I'm trying to know what's going on. Can you tell me? And he said, you know what? Why don't you talk to the nurse and she'll tell you what happened? So apparently, what happened was my dad had a stroke. He had a stroke on the left side of his brain, and the entire right side of his body shut down. It's just like, we out of here. And I'm just like, ooh. But yeah. So apparently that happened yesterday or so. I'm not sure what's the time period, since, you know, don't live with him and all. So I'm not sure like when that happened, but he's in the hospital. Luckily he's getting treated right now, so that's the one thing I can be like, like, I can breathe. But I'm gonna go try to see him, and hopefully I'll get to see him. But that's not what I was gonna talk about in the video, but just had to give you guys a little backstory to where I am right now. It's kind of sad. It's really sad. I did talk to my friends about it, and bless their souls, because one of them actually, like, one of their parents went through this, and they were just like, you know, it's gonna get better, they're gonna get better. And I'm like, okay, feeling better. I didn't ask him this before, like, I started to record, and, sorry, I'm phrasing it really weird, but I didn't ask him before, like, if his parent had complications, because my dad does, because he has so many things that, like, I'm just like, how are you still here? He just had a stroke. Like, last month he was diagnosed with cancer, prostate cancer, and since it's apparently common, I shouldn't worry too much. He does have diabetes, and he is on many drugs, and I believe he has like a lot of complications with his body, so that's why I'm like really worried for him. Trying not to cry here, but yeah, that's why I'm like super worried. I'm like, damn, there's so many things that's like wrong right now. But That's the backstory.
Thousands of tears later.
Hey guys, so I'm back. I had to take a moment, and breathe, because I'm trying to calm down. But I wrote a letter to my dad for things I want to say to him. Hopefully I can say it in person and not over the phone. I'm still wishing for that. But I'm gonna read you guys the letter. Dear Dad, I want you to know that I love you. And that no matter what happens, I will always love you. I'm not gonna get worried, as you always tell me not to, but I can't stop the tears. I know you don't like to know when I'm crying, but I'm scared of losing you. I don't want to hear that one day you're dead. I don't know what I would do if I would lose you, but I'm not gonna dwell on the sad things. Remember the times we would play dominoes? How you would beat me all the time and I would run and tell Mom? And when I would finally win, I'd be so happy and dancing. Remember the Saturday morning cartoons? How we would watch Popeye the Sailor Man until noon? Or how we would play 3 cards? I miss playing that with you. Or how I would run to you when you got home, even though you were dirty. How I would say, I don't care, and hold you so tight. Or even the long hours of sitting in your car talking to you. Those days were amazing. And there will be many more. Because we're gonna get through this. And you will see me graduate from high school and college. Sorry. Whew. Okay. You will be there to congratulate me on the other side. You will be there to walk me down the aisle. So you will be there for all the big moments, because no stroke is gonna stop you. You have been through many things, and this will just be one of the things. I love you, Dad, and I miss you. This is not the end. Your daughter, Shanika. This is not fake crying. This is not me being sad to put myself out there like that. This is not me playing around, being a joke. This is not me being like that. This is real. And this is what I have to go through in life. And this is one of the things I just don't tell anyone. But I'm tired of keeping things bottled up. And I just want to share this because, you know, if I could help someone else out there that's going through anything similar to me, I would love to help. But for now, all I'm going to be doing is, like, you know, writing, because that's what makes me feel better. But I'm telling you, this is 100% me crying, me sniffling, like, my eyes are gonna be like all bags. See, I'm like a complete mess, but it's okay, because things are gonna get better. Yeah, it's a stroke, yeah, that's serious, but he's gonna get through it. I believe he will. Anyways, thank you for watching my video. I know they sound like a mess. Thank you for clicking on it in the first place, because, you know, you could have left a long time ago. And I hope you watch any of my future videos to come. I hope I'm trying to make them more positive. Okay, bye babes. Have a wonderful, amazing day, and try to make your day more positive.